How you guys doing today? Happy Monday. And I hope that everyone had a okay weekend and is as healthy and as safe as is possible right now. And so to kick off our fresh week right here, with a new episode of Talking Blockchain with Dr. Sean, me, I thought that I would pivot to a area that's more in my wheelhouse, right? A area that I do have a lot of background in, sort of the areas of blockchain, accounting, and audit. But to introduce this whole topic here, probably the first step to understand is actually what is a audit, right? Because obviously most folks who are in accounting, in finance, have heard of audits, but not everybody on the street or in other industries is as up to date or up to speed as to really what a audit is, and more importantly, what a audit isn't, right? And so the audit process here outlined here is basically just a external third party coming in to go over the books and the records of a entity. So it can be a for-profit entity, a non-profit entity, a college, institution of higher education, anything, right? Basically every institution that operates at any level, at any large level, has to be audited, whether it's for their filings at the SEC or for bank records, right? Most companies do have to go through a audit. And so right here outlined, the base case that most people who are not involved in the process sort of come away with is that basically a audit goes over every piece of information published at a company. That's false. That's totally wrong. Most audits, well, all audits normally don't analyze every piece of information, every journal entry, and the case is that way because the manpower and the effort and the energy and the cost that you analyze every transaction, every entry, every piece of information at the company outweighs the benefit of actually doing so. And so really that sort of back and forth in the audit area has been an area that has caused some tension, right? Meaning that folks in the audit space, in the finance space, in the markets space know this, but external people out of these areas on the street do not. And so really sort of that sort of push and pull as to what the audit is thought of and the actual audit process has proven, I think, to be one of the biggest headwinds to getting greater understanding of the value of an audit and also where the audit process could be possibly improved going forward. Okay, so if we pivot over here now, right? So obviously my whole area of passion is blockchain for anybody who's in accounting or finance, right here, books on Amazon. And so really a article that I had penned for the PI CPA really outlines sort of my thoughts and take on really a whole bunch of articles and conversations as to what blockchain means for the audit, assurance, and attestation work going forward. And so basically, assurance, attest, and audit are all part of the same overarching area, meaning that a external third party, a audit firm, a CPA firm, comes in and analyzes, tests, or otherwise works with data at a external client. And so if we can tab down here into the article, obviously blockchain is outlined right here, but really right here is where the core point of the article, I think, really comes out front. Meaning that as blockchain, as crypto, as RPA, automation, AI, this whole onslaught of IT tools moves out of the fringe and into the mainstream, it is going to be more and more important, actually, for us people to be involved in this process, right? So automation is great, and it's even better if it's done correctly. But I'm sure everyone here knows that no project, no process, no task works perfectly well the first time. Right? There are always going to be obstacles, challenges to actually get it up and running. And then even after that, after it's been up and running and operationalized, there are going to be bugs, changes, edits that have to be made. And as this automation increases and as blockchain overall, and I plan on doing a deep dive during this week as to really what blockchain is, right? Because I talk about it constantly. I have books written on it, articles, podcasts, channels now, focus on blockchain. But I do understand that there is some confusion still, or some ambiguity as to what blockchain is, how it works, and then what it isn't. And so during this week, I'm going to go through and do a sort of breakdown of blockchain, crypto, and then how those two work together. But here, outlining right here, even if you're not in accounting, audit, or in finance, all of these roles and sort of jobs outlined here are going to be more and more important to how every business operates, right? Meaning that even as IT and automation move out of the fringe into the forefront and are woven into every single business process, there is going to be a increasing need, I believe, and the market sort of backs me up on this, that there are going to be more and more jobs and roles that have to be linked to understanding, one, how a IT tool works, right? Be it blockchain or other tools. And then also how that tool interacts with and works with the current IT at the firm, right? Because every company, big, small, all the rest, have current IT platforms. And so blockchain or the automation tool, bots, all that, have to work with the current tools also. And then three, what does this mean from a business process point of view, right? Because the goal of any institution, right, be it a nonprofit, for-profit, or a half and half mix, right? Every institution has to create more value, benefits, be they called assets or some other type of metric. The value or the output created by a company has to be greater than the assets used by that company. And so right here outlining, basically there are some core areas that I focused on, being able to understand and to explain to other people sort of what this IT stuff means, right? Meaning that as blockchain becomes more and more built into how businesses operate or institutions at large, there are going to be risks of breaches, hacks, and other bad things happening, right? And being able to understand that and to talk to people both inside the company and outside the company is very, I think, critical. And then the other 2 points right here, how to execute and how to analyze and how to understand what a smart contract is. And so during this week, probably Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to be doing a video on what a smart contract is, how it works, and why it's not actually smart, nor is it a actual contract. So I'm going to break that down later. I'll post this link in the box below, and I hope that you all have a great Monday and an awesome week.